Proper music variety.
This is Spire FM.
Thursday morning, this is Martin and Hen, and it's a very important day today because the Stars Appeal are launching a brand new campaign and they need your help. The idea is to raise £1.5 million to buy a second MRI scanner for Salisbury District Hospital.
And to help us explain a little bit more about the campaign is Melissa Davies, the consultant urologist at Salisbury District Hospital. I think perhaps one of the first questions is, didn't we do this before with the CT scanner, and what's the difference between the CT scanner and the MRI scanner?
CT scanners are very useful, and they're used for the vast majority of scans in the hospital that need 3D sort of imaging. MRI scanners use magnet energy rather than X-ray energy, and so they're good at looking at other sorts of organs. So they're particularly useful for things like backs, for looking at the spinal cord. They're very useful for looking inside joints, so they're used often for knee scans, and for looking at other certain organs such as prostate glands, adrenal glands, and also brains. So they're not used for all parts of the body, and they're not used routinely, but they are very useful. The downside of the MRI scanner is that it takes longer to accumulate the information to produce the scans that the special radiologists can interpret and report for the doctors.
So by having two, it will help you sort of speed up that process and get more patients through?
Absolutely. So any patient that's had an MRI scan will be aware that it's not a particularly pleasant experience. The scan itself is quite noisy. Often you have to lie still for quite a long period of time whilst the images are taken.
And £1.5 million sounds like an awful lot of money, but this piece of kit is obviously very specialised, as you said. But also you need to find somewhere to house it because it's so huge.
It is a very big piece of kit, and due to the very strong magnets that are involved in the scanning process, it can't just be put anywhere. It has to be placed in a special room with barriers to stop people just inadvertently wandering in, because it's such a strong magnet that it could potentially pull bits of metal off people's clothing, or if they were walking with a walking stick. So we have to be very safe in where we place this piece of scanning equipment to obviously make it good for the public.
All right, well, it's certainly been an education for me this morning, knowing the difference between an MRI and a CT and also what it's all for. So I'm sure over the course of the next few weeks and months and years, we're going to talk a lot more, Melissa, and we're going to find out together more about what these do. So.